everyone, welcome to Eileen Who Got Yoga. And today, as requested by my students, they want a chill yoga. I just realized that it's just raining outside and it is actually a good day of the week to just wind down, because sometimes in the week we get there's a lot of things that are happening around us. And for today, let's try to slow down with yin yoga. For today, we will be needing some blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can use any thick books that you have at home. Aside from yoga blocks, we will be needing some thick blanket, especially for those who have tight hamstrings. We will be folding it up to half, and then we will be creating like a taco roll, like a burrito out of the blanket. Okay, we'll be using that later. And then if you have a pillow and more pillows, the sturdier your pillow, the stiffer your pillows are, that would be better for today's practice. But alright, we will start on a seated pose first. You can cross your legs, or you can put on top of each other, and then we can also sit on the soft pillow. So you can sit on the soft pillow. So let's just try to get comfortable here, and then start to lengthen your spine. Try to feel how your spine is today. Feel if your body is shifting forward. Maybe you need to adjust by shifting back. If you still have no idea where your torso might be in reference to your hips, what you can do is you can just start to wiggle your body side to side, feeling the weight on your hips, and you can also shift your weight forward and back, and then find the space where you feel comfortable, as you'll be staying in a pose for a while. Take a deep breath. You can start to close your eyes. You can turn up the volume so you may stop looking at the screen and checking what's happening instead, so that we have a time to go internally and check within what's happening within our body. Take a deep breath, inhale. Exhale with your mouth open. Inhale. Slow, deep breath. Exhale with your mouth open. And then try to slow down as well the way you exhale. One more time. Inhale through your nose. Exhale with your mouth open. And then start to breathe in through your nose. Feel the belly, ribs, and chest. And then on an exhale, relax the body as you let go of the air. We will continue to breathe here for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now, everything routine that we're gonna do today is actually a very, very slow movement. So try not to rush from one pose or the other, or if we're gonna be creating movement in a pose, try to slow down as much as you can. Sometimes when we are forced to meet deadlines in our work, we often are so into that state of mind of always rushing. And the tendency of this is that we tend to always spill over this mentality to also other parts of our life. And yoga is a way for us to find our balance in slowing things down. So that's because in life we also have our yang, which is the fast pace, and sometimes we need to go to our yin to balance our lives. Okay, so let's circle the head around. Take a very, very slow circle. We'll just do 2 rounds and then circle the other way 2 rounds. So let's start with our head down. And then bring our chin down as close as you can. Try to learn to let go. Relax the muscles. And then as slow as you can, start to circle the head around. Feeling the stretching and just allowing your head to be pulled by gravity. And then for today's practice, just try to think of the thought of how else can I let go. Where do I hold tension? And how can I relax a little bit more? Sometimes we're so comfortable in positions or in situations that asks or requires so much from us that slowing down is harder for us. One more round. Try to inch your way. It's not even an inch. Millimeter your way around by circling your head around. There's such a thing. But just try to slow down how you circle your head around. And you can also observe which side of your neck is calling attention more when you circle it around. Okay, I'm going to circle the other way. And then try not to forget to breathe. Try to slow down the breathing as well. And then notice that when you slow things down, you have, for me, you have time to observe how you really feel, how it feels on your body. So just try to observe sides of your neck. And where do you think your body calls that, has that automatic reaction of gripping or holding back. Sometimes we don't even realize that our body has a tendency to tense up as a reaction to what we're doing. Okay, from there, slowly you're going to come up to seated. And then we're going to grab our block. For us who are not, for some people, if you're not too comfortable to be in a cross-legged position, we can straighten the legs first, just to let our legs breathe. And then you can point and flex your feet and circle your ankles around. And then you can also rock your hips side to side so that you feel readjusting back into position before you go back into another seated pose. Letting the blood flow first towards our legs. And then when you're ready, we're gonna cross our legs the other way there. So the weird way of crossing your legs. So when you're used to crossing it in one way, try to shift. Okay, now it's either you have one block or two blocks. Maybe we can start with two blocks first. We're in this position. Oh, this is too high for me. Okay, and then make sure your right hip is grounded down towards the mat. We're gonna bring our left elbow on top of the block, and then we're gonna reach our arm up and over. If this is not a lot for you, you can start removing one block. Maybe you can go lower. But the intention here is to stretch the sides of your body. The moment your hip starts to lift, maybe you need to put another block or book on top of the side. So try to keep pressing this hip down as you bring your arm over. And we will stay here for a couple of breaths. We'll do here for 15 breaths. And then just stretch here, feeling the side body. If your hand feels heavy, you can start to bend and then reach up. And then try to press the right hip down. Feeling the stretch on the side body. If you're turning your chest down towards the floor, you might not be able to feel the stretch on the side body too much. Try to spin your chest facing the ceiling. Breathe. And then just observe the space on the side body. Where can you feel the stretch? And then how can you, I know it's not a very relaxing position, but how can you relax in this pose? And then observe how your breath can help you relax a little bit more. Maybe try to focus on the exhale so that your muscles loosen up. And then as we stay longer in this pose, try to feel how gravity is affecting the position of the body.
last 5 breaths. You can readjust by removing the block. Some of you, if you're not going all the way down to the floor, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're just where it is right now. That's okay. You can always put a block. It might be too hard or too painful to stay in one position. Slowly, gently, push yourself back up. Bring your hands on top of your knees first. Close your eyes. And feel the 2 sides of your body. Feel the side that has been stretched. And feel the side where you're folding over. How does that feel? And it's amazing that when we are given this opportunity to really observe how we feel, we can see the difference. We can actually feel the difference. I hope you feel that too. I find it very apparent. Okay, we'll switch to the other side. But before that, since we've crossed our legs for a while, we'll stretch first. We'll wiggle our body side to side. We're gonna bring our block forward and stretch our back. So instead of reaching forward, then compared to a vinyasa practice or forward fold, what we can do here is just to allow the body to be naturally be heavy. Try to keep sliding your hands forward. We're not going to stay long, just enough stretch. And we're going to go back in this pose later. Now we can come back up. This actually feels good for the back. Okay, we'll switch the way we cross our legs. Okay, there. And then we will transfer the blocks on the right side. Might be on left side, whatever side. You can use 2 blocks. You start with the 2 blocks, like what I did, and then you can later on progress by removing the blocks once your body has adjusted with the help of gravity. Okay, so you don't need to go really low. It depends on how open the side of your body is. So I'll just use 1 block. Put it away. Make sure the left hip is down towards the floor. This is my tighter side. And then I bring my arm over. And stretch. So try to feel the side. If you're facing the floor, if you're facing the floor, you might not feel much on the side body. Try to spin your chest open to face the ceiling. And then just feel the muscles, how they're opening up. I can actually feel the sides of my ribs, the one close to my hips, the muscles close to my hips. This. starting to. So you can readjust your props throughout the practice once your body started to readjust. But don't go to the lowest setting immediately. It might shock your body first, because it's actually learning to let gravity take hold of your body more than pushing and controlling your body into poses. Slowly rearrange your hand. Use your hand to push yourself back up to sit. Like what we did earlier. Let's give time for our body to recognize the difference on the sides. And how much you've created space for your body. Okay. From here, we're gonna come to a forward fold, seated forward fold. You can still sit on a pillow if you have very tight hamstrings, or if it's just comfortable for you, you can still sit on a pillow. If you have knee issues, you can use a blanket. Remember the blanket that we did under the knee, so that it's a little bit softer for your knee. We're gonna bend the right knee out to the side, and then we're gonna grab 2 blocks. Okay, and then I'm gonna grab this pillow. Okay. However, you can fold down towards the pillow. If it's not yet accessible for you to go all the way down, flip a pillow have a pillow that's stiff enough for you to be able to bring your head down, just for you to relax, okay? But if you have the capacity of forward fold in your vinyasa practice, then you can bring your pillow in front of you in a lying position. Okay, so compared to a vinyasa practice, for the yin, we will start to practice letting go of control. Sorry, I always smile at letting go. It's such a fun for me. Okay, so let's start with the hands first. Let your palms face up, and then start to slide your hands forward. If this is where you are right now, that's okay. And then try to bring your chin down. Feel the discs on your spine. From the top of the head, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra, letting go. There's just this sense of, all of a sudden my heart rate went up. I don't know, it's just a sense of me letting go that makes me a little bit anxious. But it's a process. Okay, so let's start to try to slide forward. Moving as slow as we can. If you're just in this position, stay. But if you can still slide forward, go ahead, still slide forward. And then start to wiggle your chest more forward. If it's too much for your hamstrings, don't go too forward. Go as far as it's okay for your hamstrings. Stay here. I'm turning on the timer. So we'll stay here. And just feel the subtle stretching that's happening on your body. Slowly take a deep breath first. And then slowly pushing yourself as low as you can. Same motion, the same amount of how slowly you went down. And then we're going to come up to sit. Okay. We'll switch side. So this time I will bend my left knee out. And then I will straighten the right leg forward. Let's put this block so you don't see what's happening. Okay, so I bend my left knee. And then, so that it's not too harsh on my hamstring, I will put this blanket or towel, if you have a towel, under my right knee. And then I will put this block in front of me. Come to a high setting. If this is not accessible, I will just put the pillow at this height so I can bring my chin or my head down. Okay, otherwise, if it's possible for you to slowly fold forward. So starting from your head down, letting go the head, neck, shoulders, and then slowly going down. Palm face up. Stay here. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. If you feel your body starting to adjust to gravity, then you can slowly readjust your props so that it would fit on the how your body started to relax. But the initial, try to observe how your body is. Like with the initial reaction of your body sometimes is to grip and activate muscles. And then notice how you can use your exhale to relax those gripping muscles. And feel in poses where do you hold tension the most. And then start to think of how you can further relax them. Seconds. Observe also how your face creates reaction to how you feel. So, sometimes when there's an intense stretch, our eyebrows cross, creates this, what do you call this? Wrinkles. So try to relax your forehead, your eyes. Slowly pushing yourself back up to sit. I'm going to feel here in my neck. Okay.
And then we will come to a full forward fold. So with both legs straight. But instead of bringing your knees together too much, then separate it just a little bit. Keep the blanket, the burrito roll under the hamstrings, under the knees, and then you can start with a pillow, pressing it in your head here. This is how far you are today. That's okay. If not, you can also do the opposite by allowing your body to fold. All the way down.
you can just readjust once you feel like your spine has readjusted. More seconds. Okay, take a deep breath first before you slowly pull yourself slowly up to seated. How are you guys? I'm going to set aside this. And then this time, we're going to sit on the block. And relax. And if this is too much on your knees, you can make the block higher. And then you're gonna bring your hands behind you. And then you're gonna lift the hips up. Feeling the stretch on the front of your hips because we did a lot of forward fold. Not just your this. So that. Going to stay long in this pose just enough that you feel the stretch on the front of your hips. Now, this is too high already. Can we adjust the block so that you can go lower? But it really depends on your knees. Slowly come back up. How are you guys? Okay. From here, we're gonna slowly just settle back into a. So let's bring 2 blocks. Where's the first block? There. In this position. And then we're gonna bring. You can put the pillow on top. And that would make you feel more comfortable. And then you can put the pillow under the knees, open the feet wide. You can grab a towel, fix your hair, and then you can put a towel on your eyes if you have a lot of lights. So that you can relax fully in this position. This is your last position, so just try to let go. Feel where your body is still holding tension. Is it your neck, jaw, lips, eyes. This is your Shavasana. Shoulders, check on them. Are they still hiking? Feel your arms heavy. Fingers naturally curl. Feel your upper back, lower back, mid back and lower back relax and be heavy. Feel your knees relax, legs relax all the way to your toes. I'm not going to stay long in this pose, just enough for us to be able to settle down, and then after I will let you go. If you feel that you still need time to relax in this pose, you can just stay there. But for the rest, who wants to go to bed after all those poses, you can start to slowly roll to the side, gently pushing yourself back up to sit, and then setting aside the pillows, crossing your legs. Hands in front of your heart, bowing down here. And thank you for sharing the energy, and thank yourself as well for giving time to just slow down and feel. And that's something that we tend to forget because we're just so used to desensitizing ourselves and numbing down everything with what's happening. But sometimes we need to feel. Namaste. Thank you for staying with me so I can share my practice. This is still part of my 30-day yoga challenge. It's day 13. Tomorrow is day 14. Halfway there. I'm so excited. That's fast. Okay, and then I will be seeing you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, definitely I will be preparing a stronger practice. And I'll see you guys. Hope you have a good night's sleep. See you again.
Thank you for practicing yoga with me. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You can also check out more yoga videos and follow me in my Facebook and Instagram.